Hello everybody. From 4th November 2023 onwards, Saturn will start moving in the forward motion. So far it is in the retrograde for the past few days. Now when Saturn starts moving in the forward direction, it is going to change something in the world. It has some noticeable impact on the world. On a minute level, if you talk about, let us say in a house, one servant is working so far, but from now onwards, a new servant may come into the picture. Or in a retail store, there is a manager so far, but now a new manager come into the picture. Or even you can say a person is doing one business so far, but now he may start doing a new business. So it's basically it has an impact of new endings and new beginnings. So that is a theme. And Saturn makes the world to work more and more. When it is coming to the forward motion, it's going to promote the work. It is going to move the things. So such an impact it has for sure. Even in a country, let us say there's one president so far, but it may promote a new president, it may promote a new person, a new face, right? So far you may have seen in the world politics or geopolitics, you might have seen some people, but because of this Saturn forward motion energy, some new people may come into the picture, right? It promotes work. It promotes work. Basically, Saturn is karma karaka. Whenever you're checking natal horoscope, an individual horoscope, you generally check the 6th house and the 10th house energies, right? Because 6th house is related to service and 10th house is, of course, a professional house, right? It's a house of profession or career. So you generally check 6th and 10th house, but you can also check the Saturn's position, because Saturn can give so many things, not only just work, because it is the karma karaka. You may find so many people getting married in Sade Sati period, that Sade Sati is the 7.5 years where Saturn is moving around your moon sign, right? So Saturn is basically a karmic planet. It knows your karma for all your births. So based on that, it can promote so many things. But on a mainstream level, you can say Saturn is karma karaka. It is mainly related to profession also, right? So this particular forward moving Saturn promotes so much of work, right? Till now you might you have done some little amount of work, but from 4th November onwards, or around 4th November, even 1st November itself, because Saturn, it shows its impact just even before 2-3 days before itself, right? So by this time, you would be working more. You started working more in your life, right? Till now you worked a bit less, but now your work may be increased, or you may go to a new profession. So such kind of changes, it's going to bring changes for sure. Now if you observe for different ascendants, that's on the whole world picture, is a it's the impact of Saturn. So it promotes the new things, it promotes new people, new professions, new work, right? New technologies, new innovations. So such kind of impact it has, because especially it is in the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius is the sign of technology also, right? Now for Aries ascendant, how it can be, right? For Aries ascendant, the people may think about new gains, new friends, right? And also they may think about the new house ceremonies. Also they may think about marriages, right? New things, new beginnings, right? So new gains, totally new gains can be anything like new profession, new income, and also new profits, right? New friends. So that's just the theme for Aries ascendant. They actually try to do this one the moment Saturn is moving forward, right? Now, if you talk about the Taurus ascendant people, right? So they may want a new change in their profession, or uh, their work may be increased during this time, right? They may get more work compared to the previous days. They may get more work, right? And they may even think of learning something new in their profession. They start doing new karma also. So that is a behavior of Taurus ascendant people. And for Gemini ascendant people, if you talk about, so they may try to think of foreign lands, right? They may try to move to foreign countries. They may think of that on those lines. And also they may think about new religious rituals that they want to perform. They may get some, they may try to do some action items related to religion. So there's a general behavior I'm talking about. And then Cancer ascendant people, you know uh, Cancer ascendant people, they may try to think about something like free money. They may start thinking about free money, or they may get new troubles also, right? So they may need to take care during this period for sure. And even with their in-laws, or the sudden events, right? uh, if there is any possibility that they may have this sudden events getting triggered, definitely they have to be very, very watchful and mindful about the sudden events that they may get, right? And that is one thing for Cancer ascendant people. And then Leo ascendant people, if they are trying for marriage, you know if they are doing any kind of they are searching for marriage alliances or new partnerships, new businesses, so it's a good time for them. They can try, definitely. It has this particular Saturn movement can give some kind of push for them, right? In addition to their efforts, right? So let us say they are searching for marriage alliances, and if there is a possibility that they get only two, but Saturn promotes some four or five, kind of, you know so that is one thing. There's a promoting energy for them, something like, especially related to partnerships, any kind of, it can be business partnerships or marriage partnerships. It has such kind of push it can give. It's able to give such kind of push. And then for Virgo ascendant people, they definitely take care of their health and also daily routine, especially the health part. You know uh, they may get new ideas also to take care of their health, something like till now they are trying allopathic medicines, but suddenly they may think about some herbal medicines, or they may think about some uh, natural home remedies. They may get this kind of ideas and they may try to apply them, but definitely the Virgo ascendant people, uh, they have to think about their health. That's one thing. And for the Libra ascendant people, and it's promoting a kind of it's giving a kind of push. It's giving a kind of what you can say, a kind of induction, a kind of uh, induction related to the creativity, the even for progeny, for childbirth, or uh, for children growth also, is giving a kind of push for Libra ascendant people. So there's a very big transformation that Libra ascendant people are going through because of this eclipses, and you can observe there's so much of energy posited in Libra. It's very big transformational energy. The Ketu, Mars, and Mercury, uh, and of course they have to take care of their health as well. But at the same time, Saturn is promoting. Let us say the Libra ascendant people are uh, having some health issues, right, because of this big transformational changes that they are going through in 2023 year. So this is a time that they can get some kind of new medicines for them. They get solutions for their health problems in this particular period, especially this November first week and second week. If they try, they can get solution for their health problems. They can try on those lines. And Scorpio ascendant people try to buy some new agricultural lands, and then it may also promote to buy some normal lands, and also some kind of real estate buildings, whatever, right? It promotes buying vehicles also. So that is the energy push that they are getting. I'm not analyzing all other planets. I'm only talking about the Saturn becoming direct, Saturn moving in the forward direction. And for Sagittarius ascendant people, they talk about traveling more, short distance traveling more. So they may plan for some trips in the upcoming days, for sure, right? So they may want to go to some resorts or some kind of recreational places. They may talk about this, right? They do some action on, you know on these things. And for all these ascendants, they are talking about whatever I talked about so far. Something like for Scorpio ascendant people, they may buy new houses, new vehicles, or new agricultural lands. I talked about that, right? So they might have think on those lines for the past a few months, but now this is the time for them. They do some action on those. Something like some Scorpio ascendant guy thinking about buying a new house or new vehicle for the past, let us say, 6 months. But past 6 months he is only talking about that, but he hasn't done any action, right? He hasn't performed any action related to that. But now this is the time for the Scorpio ascendant guy to do some action, to perform some action towards getting the new land or new agricultural land, or new house or new vehicle, right? The Saturn gives a kind of push, right? So that's what I'm trying to tell. And the Sagittarius ascendant guy, as usual, I say, he gets more focus and more concentration. A concentration a focus push, right? Even if he is doing some marketing, he gets some kind of push in that areas as well. If he is a student, let us say, he gets more focus and more concentration during this. He can utilize this energy. That's what I'm trying to tell. If any Sagittarius ascendant guy, so far, if he's performing a bit low in his studies, but he needs some extra focus and extra concentration on his studies, let us say, this Saturn is promoting that energy for that guy, right? If he is planning for a tour, or for some short distance travel, this is the time for him to plan that, right? Because Saturn is promoting it. Now the Capricorn ascendant guy, if he is planning to gain some new income, if he is planning something for his family, right? But so far he's only planning for the past 6 months. He's only planning for new income, new liquid cash, new family, some family engagement or something. But this is the time for him to get some push towards it. to get some income push. If he works, let us say 20%, Saturn gives some more 20% to him. You know, such kind of energy Saturn is promoting here. Saturn is trying to push the things. Saturn is trying to activate the things. And now Aquarius ascendant guy, if he is trying to change himself, if he is trying to make his physical body better, or if he is trying to transform, right, he's trying for a self transformation, then yes, Saturn is ready to give him, you know. So Saturn is giving a kind of push for Aquarius ascendant guys, uh, to self-transform, to become a better person, right? To change to another person. So such kind of energy Saturn is giving for Aquarius ascendant personality. And for Pisces ascendant people, if they are starting any kind of meditation or something, or if they are into some kind of spiritual activity, a religious activity, this Saturn is promoting it, right? The Saturn is promoting it. And even more, the Saturn may also increase expenditure to an extent, just give some kind of push in expenditure for Pisces ascendant people. So Pisces ascendant people, better they take some precautions in expenditure. Also, they avoid some kind of quarrels, with anybody. And even the Virgo ascendant people also, better they try to avoid any kind of quarrels, right? Better they talk nicely, and try to avoid the quarrelsome situation. So this is the whole idea of the Saturn. Basically, I want to tell, this particular forward moving Saturn is actually giving a push to your action. It's giving a kind of push. So far you might have thought about something. Let us say a Libra ascendant person, right, who is undergoing through a very very big transformation for this particular year. Basically, it's because the Aries Libra axis is full of planets, right? Even now it has 6 planets. That axis, and Libra has 4 planets, and Ketu is there. So very very undirectional energy is going through this Libra ascendant. Now, if this Libra ascendant guy is trying to propose a girl, is thinking about a love relationship, this particular Saturn is trying to give a push towards that. A Libra ascendant guy might be thinking about proposing the girl for the past 6 months, but he hasn't done it yet. But now this Saturn is giving him a kind of push, to tell or to propose, right? So it's a push. The energy so far is just distributed, like something like the Rahu Jupiter bad energy there, and this 4 planet Ketu, Mars, Mercury, Sun, this kind of bad energy on Libra. This is the energy going on. So Venus is also debilitated, Virgo, and then now this Saturn is giving a kind of push to the whole energy distribution. Now I will tell you one thing: the Libra ascendant person, if you see, he has the Mercury, Sun, and Ketu, Mars. Just imagine, is it a good idea that he proposes someone, right? It may not be a very good idea, for sure, because the kind of decision the Libra ascendant guy is taking, I just talked so far only the Saturn push, right? But if you talk about the Libra ascendant guy, he has a very, very bad energy of Ketu, Mars, Mercury, Sun. So Mercury, Sun, totally it is indicating the speech, and then Ketu, Mars is giving a kind of undirectional push. So there's a possibility that he is proposing a wrong girl during this particular period, right? Because Saturn is giving a kind of push for him to propose, right? But a Ketu, Mars and Mercury, Sun, this whole energy is giving a kind of undirectional push in terms of speech. It's something like he may propose uh, in a very, very bad way, is a possibility. And also there is a possibility that he proposes a wrong girl, right? So so this is the whole energy going on. But I want to tell, Saturn is giving push in your life, right, during this particular period. And one more important thing is, this particular period is not at all a good period for bad politicians, because this particular Saturn push, basically Saturn acts as a judge also, right? Saturn gives the fruits related to your karma. What are Saturn's own houses? Capricorn and Aquarius. Capricorn is the natural 10th house, which is the house of karma, and Aquarius is the natural 11th house. It's the house of fruits of your karma. Now Saturn, when it's giving that kind of push, it is trying to give the fruits related to your karma. And generally Saturn is a very, very big judge, right? So Saturn tries to give the fruits of your karma, not only for you, especially if you talk about the bad politicians, right? So for them, it's going to give some kind of bad fruits. So this is the whole theme going on. Thanks for watching this video.